Hi everyone, it's MJ from Bible Intelligence, and in today's video, we're going to be doing two things. We're going to be talking about what is the best way to study the Bible, and we're also going to be demonstrating our very own artificial intelligence app that we believe can help you to study the Bible better. But coming to the first question, what is the best way to learn the Bible? And if we look at churches, we see that they have this concept called Sunday school, where all the kids kind of go to, and they're taught simply the narratives of the Bible. And that's what we've got on our YouTube channel. We've started releasing a series of story audiobooks that just take famous stories from the Bible and retell them in a story narrative. And this is kind of like the best way to start. So if you're absolute beginner in learning the Bible, we've even got a video that is like the grand narrative. It is an hour long, but we try to take the whole grand narrative of the Bible, put it in an hour-long video, and then what we have is a series of other videos on more of the details of the other stories. And we believe that this is a great way to just get introduced to the Bible. So you're hearing the story, you're meeting the characters, you're seeing what happens. And like I say, in the church context, this is what happens at Sunday school. Then when you get a little bit older and you go to the main service of a church, this is where you have more of the sermons. And the idea here is that you're presented with the philosophies of Christianity, and they're backed by various Bible verses. You then have Bible study, normally on like a Wednesday evening, where you'll take a Bible verse and with a group of people look at various commentaries around it. And essentially what we're doing here with Bible Intelligence is very much that structure. We have the audio books on YouTube, which present the grand narrative, and you guys can go in and read those. Listen to those. What you can read, and that's like kind of where our sermons and more of the philosophy and more of the understanding is in our books. So we've got a whole bunch of books on Amazon that you can purchase. You can read through, get a little bit more of the philosophy and the teachings from the various books in the Bible. But then the third step is it's more of this active learning environment where we've created this AI tool where you can ask good questions, and it's based on ChatGPT, but it has some prompt filters so that you're getting a theological, biblical response based on the questions that you have asked. And we believe that these three things of just hearing the narrative, reading through various sermons and commentaries and philosophical insights, and then finally, opening it up so that you can ask your own questions to the AI is going to be a very, very powerful start when it comes to learning the Bible. So without further ado, let me maybe demonstrate the app by comparing it to ChatGPT and showing you why you would want it. And yeah, let's have a quick look. So to give a demonstration, let's say you're reading the book of Revelations and you come across this verse where it says, "I will also give that one the morning star." Now, if you come to ChatGPT and you say, "What is the morning star?" and we're going to actually ask ChatGPT while it's thinking of that answer, we're going to ask it in our app as well, "What is the morning star?" and we click ask. We're now going to come back to ChatGPT. Well, my one is thinking over here, and we see that with ChatGPT, the first thing it's coming back with is an astronomical term, and it's referring to the fact that the morning star is the planet Venus, and it's telling you, when you can see it and all these kind of things. It then also refers to the religious reference, so we are seeing the book of Revelations popping up, which is where, of course, we were reading it. And we're seeing that there's a financial term and there's a weapon. And you can see when you type in morning star, there's a whole bunch of things it could refer to. And if you're not giving that context to ChatGPT, it's just going to provide you with all of them. Whereas with our app, we have put in a prompt filter that tells ChatGPT that whatever the person is asking, it is in reference to the book of Revelation, and give a theological response for it. And so our answer is going to say, in the book of Revelation, the morning star is mentioned in Revelations 2 and in Revelations 22. In both instances, it is a metaphorical reference to Jesus Christ. And what we're seeing here is and it goes on, you can read the rest, but it essentially is giving you the answer with regards to a theological context based on the book of Revelations. Now, if you want access to this app, and it is a cost to us to have people running, queries through the ChatGPT API. So what we're doing just in the short term is making sure that people who purchase the books, there will be links in the book that you can just go to the URL in the book, and that'll actually direct you to our app, which you can then use. And the idea behind that is that some of the sale money that we make from the book, we can then send to ChatGPT and pay for that API access. And we're hoping, well, we want you to study as much as possible. So we actually want to make a loss. We want, your usage to exceed the price that you're paying for the books. But just in the short term, we are going to have it so that people who buy the books will be the ones that have got access to the app. But what we're going to be doing in some videos going forward is I'm going to be showing you how to do it. So make sure you subscribe and you can follow along. And we're going to be starting right at the end of the Bible, the book of Revelations. This is where a lot of fun stuff happens, and using AI. And I think that's going to be a great way to just, take a lot of that imagery and these extreme concepts and use the technology and just demonstrate how AI can help us understand, a very, very complicated book like Revelations. Because if you can get through Revelations, I believe you can get through any other book in the Bible. So we're going to tackle the hardest one first and see how it goes. So make sure you subscribe. Check out the links in the description to the books where, like I say, once you get the book, there will be a link in that book that you can follow, and then you can play with our app. Looking forward to seeing you all in the next video. Cheers.